Hi there folks, Borislav247 here with another Days Gone video, and on this video I'm going to show you all the best and easiest ways to take out the mission called A Score to Settle. Now this is another one of the Ripper missions that is involved with the Ripped Apart storyline in Days Gone. Now before I get on with the video, there are a couple of things that I want to point out first of all. The first is that the difficulty level in which I'm taking this camp on is Survivor 2. So this is as difficult as it will get. If you are on an easier difficulty level, the job will be far easier. And the second thing I want to point out is in regards to the weapons that I'm using. I'm only going to be using weapons that basically you would have available to you at the time when this mission first appears. Now, it is worth pointing out, of course, that because this is a side mission, not everybody is going to take on these side missions as soon as they appear like I am. And if you take on these missions later on in the game, after you've completed a great number of the main Days Gone missions, you may have better trust levels in certain camps, you will be a lot further into the game, and potentially you will have better weapons to use. Perfect example being that the primary weapon that I'm using at the moment is the MWS. Yourselves may have a US 556 or even an IDF pup, which you can get by taking out most of the hordes. Also in regards to the sniper rifle that I'm using on a couple of the runs on this video, which is just a very plain M40. But if you have got the trust levels up to level 3 in Lost Lake, you will be able to get your hands on the fantastic Talon 7 sniper rifle, which will make one of these runs especially a damn sight bloody easier. So, just wanted to point that out, but anyways, without any further ado folks, let's get to the action. Right, as always, you need to be assigned a mission before you can actually take it on. And in this case, you have to visit Ada Tucker in order to receive this mission. So I'll let this play out.
Deke, we got a problem.
Yeah, Tuck, what's up?
You remember Alkai said that Rippers were spotted, heading our way?
Yeah, I remember. He said he didn't try to stop them.
Well, we've seen him scouting the hot springs. A couple of men followed him back to their camp, in the cliffs south of the Twin Craters.
Goddamn Rippers. Don't worry about it, I'll take care of him. I got a score to settle.
A score? What are you talking about?
Never mind.
Okay, now that I have the mission given to me, I'm just going to very quickly check on the map to show exactly where this is. It's not that much of a trek in order to get over to it, but there is some information that I'm going to pass on before the first run actually starts. Right then folks, the first part of this particular method is something that everybody needs to pay particular attention to, because this is the safe way to get to the attack point for all 5 methods. I'm fairly close to Crazy Willie's that you see at the very beginning of the game. As you can see, the camp is way up in the distance. But I need to get to that spot that I've just marked on the map right there. And the only way to get there safely is by following this route. This is the way that I recommend that everybody does it, because as you can hear already, the bike that I'm using right now is really fucking loud. If I try and get any closer, honestly, I'm just going to get spotted and I'm just going to have an all-out gunfight. But this is how I like to do it. I head up this hillway here. When I get to that particular bush area there, then I'm basically just going along, eventually getting onto this road section. Now, I come off here and that is it. Now I kill the accelerator. I don't want any sound coming off the bike, because if you do keep it going at this point, the sniper over there will be alerted to your presence. So by doing it that way, job is a good one. Now, let's get these ready to rock and roll. The M40 is going to be in play, and the MWS. Although the M40 is only going to be used for 3 shots. And this is the first of them coming up right now. Now, I will be honest folks, 2 of these shots do require precision shooting in order to get the job done. But, of course, if you happen to have a Talon 7 at your disposal, these shots will be an absolute breeze. However, here is the second one, because I'm looking to take the first of the 2 snipers that are around this camp out of play. And the last Ripper that I'm looking to take out should be appearing anytime soon over here. This is one of the Rippers in the camp that does like to roam. He normally comes right over there. So basically, once I've got that one taken care of, that is it. That is the M48 job done. Onto the MWS, and now I'm looking to safely make my way into the camp. Now, before I can get into this camp, I want to come in via this bush area, but these bushes do have a nasty surprise. Yep, there is a bear trap. But wait a minute, there is actually 2 bear traps in here. One is very easy to see, the second is not, so I'm basically taking the time to pick them both up, replace them, and that's it. They will do me no harm at all now. So from here, I'm into the camp. Now, I took a quick look over to my left there, and I've done it again just to ensure that there is no Ripper heading up that way, because there is one more that does like to roam about in this camp. If he is coming, I will normally take care of him first, but in this particular run here, it's not an issue, so I'm just moving through. There is another 3 still to take care of, because there is an 8 in total, as you can see on screen. And yeah, that is the one that I mentioned earlier. Sometimes when you come into this camp, he will be actually quite high up in the camp, and he has to be taken out first, but not in this run. And there's just going to be 2 left, and one is usually always over in this section right here, but he's actually moving. No problem. And the last one, yeah, I've actually spotted the last one is overdone by the speakers. So this won't be long. I'm just going to head down there, a 1 quick headshot, and this will be done. Oh, they're actually moving, but that's not a problem. And there we go. They never see you coming. Job done. On to the next run, folks. Right then, on to method number 2, and this is going to be the sniper rifle option. Now, before I get the action going, I am going to show again on the map exactly where I am. Of course, I'm already in the position now. I did show in the last method exactly how to get to this point safely, so no need to show it again. But this entire camp now is going to get taken out with a sniper rifle. And as I mentioned before, if you happen to have a Talon 7, oh boy, this is a much easier affair indeed. But I'll make it work even with this thing, not a problem. The first 3 shots are going to be the same as the first run. So again, I'm looking to just head down to this very nice spot here in order to take out that sniper. And then finally, before I move from this particular location, I'm looking for that 3rd Ripper that normally comes into view over here. So it's just a waiting game. There we go. Didn't have too long to wait either. Brilliant. Right, okay, moving on. The next area is nice because the next Ripper usually is just basically leaning against a rock face and makes for a very easy target indeed. And he's right over there. So again, just moving in, get the focus mode on there just as I'm about to take the shot, and very nice job done. Now, this next one, not the easiest of shots, not with this weapon, that's for sure, but I'm now looking to take out the 2nd sniper from this camp. And he's over here. This is the perfect area to get this done from. I could try and get in a bit closer, but you are risking being spotted. Right, okay. Now I can actually move over here and see if there are any others that I can hit, because normally there is at least one in this area that you can take out. If there is more, I will take the opportunities when they present themselves, but this one up here, yeah, he's getting it. Right then, at this point I am actually going to have to head back over to the bike, because I do have a slight problem. The M40 does not hold as much ammunition as, say, the Talon 7. And I don't have the mag upgrade for this yet, because you need trust level 3 from the camp that you bought it from in order to get that. However, I do have saddlebags on the bike, so there we go, that is it, job done. I can now continue with this run. So I'm heading back over to the 2nd location of the 3 that I use for taking this lot out, and I'm going to see if there are any more moving about here. Ah, and do you know what? Another one's decided to be a lazy bastard. Thank you very much. That makes for a nice easy shot for myself there. Okay, at this point, there is only one left. I know where he's going to be in the camp. It's a ridiculously difficult shot if you're trying to take it from outside of this camp area. So I'm simply going to head over here and just make the job a damn sight easier. There's only one of them left. It doesn't even matter if I make a noise coming in here. I'm just basically going to head up this section here because I know they're going to be over in that area right there. Yep. And here we go. Good night. And there we go, folks. That is the sniper rifle option should you want to use it. Right then, folks, on to method number 3, and this is going to be residue bolts. Not only are these a fantastic way of taking out these camps, but they're also fun as hell to do and fun as hell to watch because the rippers are always entertaining once you start sticking this lot with the residue bolts. But anyhow, first thing that needs to be in place is obviously having all the materials required to make them. Cedar sapling, nest residue and scrap. And as you can see, I've got quite a lot of them. I can produce a great deal of these. But I'm going to get the action going by, I'm going to be going for the sniper first of all. Basically so that I can get over to the camp safely. Because I'm not intending on shooting them from really far away distances. I want to get right into the camp so I can start taking shots whenever I choose and to see the action up close as well. And holy shit, I'm going to have to get into cover very quickly there. I was looking to see where that guy was, but however, it's no biggie. Basically, as soon as this lot get hit with a residue bolt, they take a wee while to turn, and then they will eventually start to attack other members of their group in this camp. Because he hasn't seen me yet, he's just going for whatever targets he can see. And yeah, this is going to draw them all out nicely. And I'm just going to start hitting a few more with the residue bolts, and this shouldn't take long at all. See if I can get that one into the mix. Okay, so far so good. And yep, that sniper isn't moving about too much, so yeah, he's a perfect candidate for getting a residue bolt, that's for sure. Yeah, there's not too much going on over there. It's just letting this lot do their thing. Because now there is, yep, they're still fighting away. Already that's the camp just about cleared, only 3 left. This should not take too much longer. Come on. It's ridiculous when you see it play out like this at times, especially as I'm playing this on Survivor 2. And I'm lucky if I can take 2 or 3 hits with a weapon off this lot before I'm dead. But this lot here, Christ almighty, they're knocking lumps out of each other and still not dying. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on up here. It's at last, we're down to the last one. Now, I've got 2 options here. I could just stay hidden, and eventually that ripper over there will die, because the residue bolt, once it's taken effect for so long, will just kill them. However, in this case, I'm going to put this one out of his misery. There we go. Job done. And there we go. That's a residue bolts option, should you wish to use it. Right then, a very windy day indeed for showing method number 4, and this is going to be, believe it or not folks, incendiary bolts. However, there is some information that I need to show you all before you consider using these bad boys. Because before I start to get to work here, you need to have something in place if you're playing this on Survivor 2 difficulty. and it is this skill right here, Knocked Up, significantly increases crossbow bolt damage. That does not just apply to your standard bolts, it applies to the incendiary bolts as well. And if you don't believe me, just take a look at this clip right here. This was from an earlier run where I tried to take out this camp using the incendiary bolts without that Knocked Up skill in place. You think at this point, oh, they're just taking their time and dying. No, they don't die at all. They actually take 2 incendiary bolts every time to kill. So, if you're wanting to do this particular type of run, just make sure that you do have the Knocked Up skill in place. However, again, I've got to stress this, I am playing this on Survivor 2. You may find that if you're playing on a normal difficulty level, you may not require the Knocked Up skill. But you certainly do if you're playing this on Survivor 2. But anyways, here we go. As always, I'm looking to take out these first 3 Rippers before actually entering the camp. And at this point, while I'm waiting for this 3rd Ripper to appear, I just want to take the time to thank a YouTube gent that goes by the name of Daryl. Basically, I've seen this guy doing some runs like this where he takes out the camps just using incendiary bolts, and that basically was the gent that gave me this idea for starting to use these on some of my runs, because when you actually start using the incendiary bolts, there is a number of advantages with them. The biggest one by far is the aiming. These things can travel for quite some distance before the drop-off takes effect. But not only that, you don't have to worry about headshots. Every time you're just looking to hit them anywhere, and that's it, they will catch fire. So it makes the job a far easier one than if you were ever basically using normal weapons where you're going for headshots. And very strangely there, the 2 Rippers just changed places so that other one could boogie before he's getting well and truly lit up by myself. And yep, from here, oh, quite unusually this time, the 2nd sniper is actually doing his job, because he sure as shit wasn't doing that earlier on. Not in one of my runs, that's for sure. But anyways, this next 2, they're going to get it. Again, as I said before, so much easier to get them. It really is a fantastic way to take out these camps. And yes, I am going to need some more incendiary bolts to finish off this job. There is another 2 still to take care of, and oh, there we go, right on cue. I have been noticed, but that's okay. This job is just about done and absolutely perfect. The last one is just carrying a melee weapon, so just making sure to watch for that petrol can. But there we go. Job done. Okay, on to the 5th and final method, folks. Right then, on to the last method, and this is called Let Them Come to You, because this is an incredibly effective method of taking out any of these types of missions. You just require one area where you can basically hide, and you just need to get the Rippers or Marauders' attention. And there is a fantastic spot in this camp that you can do this with. So, to start this one off, I am looking to take care of the sniper first of all, because otherwise I simply will be struggling to get up to that area at the top end of the camp unseen. So, there we go, very nice. Right, moving on. And basically, I want to get to the very top section on the right hand side here. So I'm just taking a quick look here, but that's not where I'm going to be starting this attack from. And that's okay, even if that one there had spotted me, I would be taking them out quite quickly. So this is the area where it's all going to take place from. There is a noise trap right there, so I'm purposefully going to go through it. And that's it. The rest of the camp now, maybe with the exception of 1 or 2 at the very bottom end, are all going to be alerted that there is somebody over here or something. They don't know what, and they're just basically going to come out, have a look about, and every time I'm just going to pick them off. And yeah, that was a little bit stupid trying to take that one there when I couldn't even see for the bushes, but that's fine. As you can see, look at this already. That's 6 of 8. Now where's this one going over here? No problem. That one now is actually hiding, so that's fine. I'm just going to move up on this one's position, and yeah. Just one left, and I know this last one is going to be over in this section here. In fact, maybe the second sniper. And again, he's not there. We'll be around here somewhere. Yep, there we go. I'm not even going to bother using the gun this time. And there we have it. That is a score to settle, well and truly taken care of. And that brings me to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Take care.